Okay, so welcome to Demo Night 4, and I'm sure we're going to see some interesting projects here. But before we got started, I just wanted to do a little kind of announcement, which is that Eric Zimmerman and I, who've been kind of coordinating the New York chapter for years, are going to be standing down in favor of Wade, partly because he seems a lot more energetic and willing to actually do work. And partly because both of us have gotten more and more busy over the years. What we now call the IGDA chapter predates the IGDA, actually. Back in 96, 97, I emailed all of the 20 people I knew in New York who had anything to do with the games industry, most of whom worked for companies like RGA Interactive, Crossover Technologies, Simon & Schuster Interactive, GT Interactive, all of which are now defunct. And said, we really should talk more. Let's just get together and hang out in a bar, drink some beer. I suspect that the local chapter will be having more meetings along those lines as well, which is entertaining and interesting in its own right. But I'm also very glad that Wade and Corey and other people have organized these series of events over time, so we can actually get some exposure for games that are being developed locally. And that's about all I have to say.
I'll just add to that I think the New York City game development community is very unique. We're kind of small and scrappy in a lot of ways. Most of us are making mobile games or online games or other kinds of small-scale work as opposed to big, giant 3D console AAA titles. There's a lot that's really unique about this community. Whether you look at the really exciting things involved with educational games and Games for Change, which is based here in New York City. Some of the very strongest programs in the country or in the world that are game related are based here in New York City at places like Parsons and Columbia and New York University. And I think that while a lot of the American game industry is based on the West Coast or in places like Austin, Texas, we're all here living in New York City because there's something about New York City that we love. And I think that the sort of culture and spirit of who we are as a community has something unique to offer to the game development community and the larger world of games and the pop cultural medium of digital games. So, it's very exciting to see so many people here tonight, and I think that, as far as I'm concerned, the more of us that are around here in New York City, the better. On one level, we might be competitors with each other, but more importantly, we're really collaborators, all trying to build a community of peers here in New York City and keep our companies going and create our games. The only thing I'll say about the chapter is that it's really exciting that Wade is stepping up. He is the co-founder of one of the most successful New York City-based game development companies, Large Animal, that does fantastic work for mostly downloadable games. And I think that you're going to see a lot of changes to the chapter as Wade takes over from Greg and I. There's going to be a lot more regular events. There are going to be events that go beyond our usual and cherished and still existing or will be existing social get-togethers. But there's going to be panels and events and speakers. And for me, it's really exciting, and I think Wade's going to do a tremendous job. Let's all welcome Wade Tinney to the podium, the new director of the New York City chapter of the IGDA.
Before Wade talks, I just want to take this opportunity to twit Eric. Eric, there are no degrees of uniqueness. Either something is unique or it is not. So the New York cannot be very unique.